allocated out to those outer ring municipalities. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Last but not least is Mike Sully.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here again. I'm Mike Sully. I was a consultant on the common level ratio lawsuit against Allegheny County. And I'm going to start with, I have good news and bad news. Good news, TJ Watt's coming back, yes. Now I have to get serious. Yeah. Bad news. There are tens of thousands of people in Allegheny County paying more than they should be paying in property taxes because of the results of this lawsuit. I was going to be the first witness. Somebody has to mute that mic. I was going to be the first witness. I didn't get a chance because the county solicitor said, hey, we'll do a recount, everything will be good. Everything's not good. For the last 6 years, people have been overcharged in assessment appeals because of mistakes. And according to our attorney, John Silvestri, there is possible malfeasance in this because we did talk to a number of the assessors. We have memos where, well, all of you know, Mr. Fitzgerald's goal was to maintain the base year, never do a reassessment. There's a memo from the chief assessor of Allegheny County to people in the assessment office saying we have to keep it above 85% or we're going to have a reassessment. That is not how things are supposed to be done in Allegheny County. I'm going to ask you two things. Form an assessment committee. I was here in the early 2000s. There was an assessment committee by county council. This happened on your watch, not just Mr. Fitzgerald's. Back in 2005, I'm going to read from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. County Council President Rich Fitzgerald said he and his fellow council members have a duty to shield property owners from large tax increases. March of 2005. Now we're going to go back to the future, 2022. We have the 2022 version of Rich Fitzgerald, who just puts up a veil of secrecy. We have no idea why last year people were paying taxes on 87.5, and all of a sudden it dropped to 63.5. I've been saying this for years. I said it a year ago, even after the recount. Please, two things. Set up a committee to investigate what happened and why, and make sure, Councilman Walton, you weren't here the last time. I was talking about Wilkinsburg, where I grew up. If a property is overassessed by $10,000, that's $500 more a year that a taxpayer pays. Fix it, fix it. Open the appeals window this year. I'm sure the administration wants to wait till next year. Just do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. To address your question, I'll address it right now. I am forming a special committee post haste to look into the assessment process. Obviously, I have serious concerns about what took place after reading the legal proceedings, and I do believe we have a responsibility to the taxpayers of Allegheny County to not only shield the taxpayers from any unnecessary property tax increases, but also hold people accountable for what took place in the past and what took place in this court hearing. So I will be setting this up post haste. So that will be done, I assure you. At this point in time, since there's no other public comment, is there a motion to adjourn? Motion has been made. Is there a second? Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, motion carries.